What's up, everybody? All right, so we're in the studio standing up today because I didn't feel like moving the chair. Let's just talk about what we saw last night within the Netflix and the UFC. I'm just going to combine the both. I'm just going to combine the two because we watched them at the same time and it's all MMA at the end of the day. Let's start with Netflix. Okay, so the prelims the prelims were pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I tuned into the prelims on YouTube. I thought the prelims were actually pretty exciting. I thought they were pretty good. I enjoyed seeing Jackson get a W here. Then we got a little bit of the controversy with the Herb Dean submission stoppage. What the fuck is Herb Dean doing? But I'm not a Herb Dean fan. Everybody thinks Herb Dean is a GOAT, but I think Herb Dean is pretty. I think he's past his time. Let's be honest. I think Herb Dean's time is probably over, but it won't. But he'll be there for a long time. We all know that. We all know that Herb Dean's not going anywhere. But I don't really enjoy it. But that's a personal opinion. I'm not shitting on Herb Dean. I just think that he's kind of not good anymore. But the dude held the choke. The bell rang. He's still holding the choke. Herb Dean had to rip him off, and then the guy was asleep. So they're saying it doesn't need to go to a decision because he was asleep, but technically he was holding on to the choke. So I think my dog keeps hitting the fucking camera. I think he cheated, but it was Netflix's first MMA event. So what are we going to get from it? You know what I mean? There's going to be flaws. There's going to be things going on. Okay. Then we had the Dos Santos fight. That was a geriatric fight. I like Junior Dos Santos. Give him his credit. He's an OG in the game. Really paved the way for a lot of fighters. But why are you fighting? I know he got a bag. So you got to give him your props. I'm not trying to shit on anybody here. The goal is not to shit on anybody, but the goal is just to be like, what the fuck are we doing? This is the first card. It should be lights out. And we had geriatric. We just had geriatric event all around. So Junior Dos Santos goes to sleep, send him to the old folks home, and then, off to the races there. He sent him off to the old folks home. This guy was in the UFC. This fighter, I forget his name, with the blonde hair. He was in the UFC for 2 fights, and he could not get up. He could not fight a takedown. So he went to karate combat. He's got good striking. He's got good karate style. So he was working on his karate, and then he knocks Junior Dos Santos out. But that's like knocking your grandpa out when he asked for the last Golden Corral roll. Like, nobody really gives a fuck. So it's kind of just not fun to watch. I don't like seeing my legends go to sleep. So I'm not really into it. Then we had 2 randoms fighting. I'm not sure who they were. Maybe I'm just not into it. Everybody's calling me a casual on Instagram, so maybe I'm a casual. 2 random fighters. I kind of faded that and switched over to the UFC fight and was watching that. Then we had Mike Perry and Nate Diaz. I'm a Mike Perry fan. I think Mike Perry's hilarious. I don't really enjoy Nate Diaz as much anymore, just because like you got to get over that California gangster shit and just take care of your family. Like everybody had, you know what I mean? Like just get over it. But that's my personal opinion. I know a lot of Cali guys, Stockton guys, they don't really want to hear that, but that's just my personal opinion. Just get over. Eventually, you got to grow up. Stop being a gangster and take care of your family. I mean, nobody really wants to fucking walk around chest out. It's cool, like that's how you were raised, but I'm not into it. But whatever. Mike Perry whooped his ass per usual. Mike Perry's been active. BKFC, hardest motherfucker in the game. Can't knock him out. You're gonna fight with Mike Perry. Everybody was saying Mike Perry got gas, but I thought Mike Perry did great. I thought he did awesome. So my personal opinion. I'm not shit talking anybody. I'm just telling you what I thought about the fight card. I thought that fight was good. Mike Perry did what Mike Perry does. And then he calls out Jake Paul because they had that boxing fight. And Mike Perry's not a fucking boxer. He's an MMA fighter. We saw that. Mike Perry was fading takedowns, shooting sprawls, getting underhooks. Mike Perry is a fucking MMA fighter. Okay? And then what did we have? We had the Francis Ngannou versus the middleweight guy. Come on. Francis Ngannou weighed 265 pounds. I know that it's heavyweight, so the dude weighed in, but they paid the guy $100K. And Francis got 1.2 million, so Francis gave him his finish bonus of 100K, so he made 200K. But that fight was just stupid. You just fed Francis Ngannou a lamb, basically, to slaughter, which is cool to see Francis Ngannou back in the octagon. But I don't think it was I think that fight was pointless. There was no entertainment to that. There was no entertainment value to that fight at all. Francis was just killing somebody. I could have gotten in the ring and gave you the same result. You knocked me out too. I mean, for 100K, I might do something gay. So I would definitely fight in the ring for $100,000. But that was my opinion on that fight. And then the main event, we already knew what was going to happen. You got two older ladies. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without being rude. We already, as an MMA community, pretty much fade a lot of the female fights because we know how they're going to go. And then you have a lady who hasn't fought in like 10 years, who is still an incredible athlete, was a pioneer in the sport. Got to give her props. And then she's fighting Ronda Rousey, who has been active in the WWE. Everybody says it's fake. I love WWE. I think it's one of the hardest things to do as a career. It breaks your body down and you're still active and you're still rolling, getting physical contact. Ronda Rousey's been getting physical contact still in the WWE. So what did we think was going to happen? I don't even think we saw a punch. Ronda Rousey took her down armbar. I've never seen an armbar be given up so fast in my entire life. But, I mean, you're also an older lady. You're not trying to fucking break your arm. But there was no reason that this should have been a fight card, especially the first fight card of Netflix. But that's just what Jake Paul puts together. So we already know. For some reason, they just let Jake Paul do whatever he wants to do. He can say all these crazy things about people, about countries, and he still has the fight game some sort of control over it. I'm on Uncle Dana's side. Get him the fuck out of here. It's pretty annoying. It's annoying to me, but... And then he's in the ring. He's a promoter, but he's in the ring calling out his people, fucking talking shit to Francis. Like, you didn't just get knocked out by Anthony Joshua, and your fucking jaw's still wired shut. So the whole thing is just annoying and like theatrics. I'm not into it, but I did watch because I'm all for other fight things. So that's cool. The UFC card was the Apex card. It wasn't a banger of a card. I'm not going to go through every single fight because I don't have my laptop up. You see, I'm in the studio. I don't have anything in here. I'm trying stuff new. UFC fight, I will give you my takes. I knew Arnold Allen was going to win. That was a good W for Arnold. We called that on the channel last week, so cash that bet. Polly got some kind of crazy crank on her ankle. That was insane, so Polly lost. But, we picked Polly, we picked Jacqueline, but we didn't pick with our minds. We picked with our other things, so we lost those bets for sure. And then our guy, Malcolm Wellamaker, is 0-2 now. It's tough to see. Because I thought Malcolm could be a superstar. I thought he could be a superstar, and unfortunately, he's having a tough go. But I know that Malcolm will be back. Malcolm used to be an iron worker catching hot bolts. He used to be a welder. Malcolm's not worried about this. Malcolm's going to take care of his family and get after it and keep it going. So we're just going to support Malcolm. I'm all for the 0-2 rise. We've seen our fighters go down. Charles Oliveira used to lose all the time, and now he's one of our GOATs. You know what I mean? So Malcolm just has to find that fire. Has to find that drive. He's going to look his son in the eyes and he's going to say, I'm not going to lose again for you. And Malcolm's going to come back and get another W. And I'm with Malcolm, and I want to see Malcolm win. Other than that, I can't really remember any too crazy good fights. I'm sorry, I normally take notes, but it was so much going on last night, and we had a pretty good running on our social media last night. The Instagram kind of boomed up. We got 1.5 million views. We were just fucking around, trolling Francis Ngannou's win. And then they dropped the release of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's back. Conor McGregor, the King, is back versus Max Holloway 2 for International Fight Week. If you guys are going to Vegas, let me know. I might pull up on Vegas. I know I have a buddy, Daniel, out there. Maybe we'll shoot some content. Maybe we'll do a Content House Part 2 with International Fight Week. Daniel, actually, I'll message you. I think that's a great idea. But I think it could be a good event. I'm fucking excited. A lot of people are saying, oh, bet money that Conor won't make it to the ring. Conor's going to make it to the ring, and Conor's going to fight for International Fight Week. He's locked in. Pull up some Conor McGregor quotes. Boom. Boom. Come on. If you don't get amped up on Conor McGregor quotes, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, it's just a little quick video today. Couple breakdowns. We have the golf, but it's not over, so I'm going to stop doing the breakdowns before the golf finishes. And I'll probably just record those on Monday because it makes more sense. Because I'm over here talking about who's going to win this event when the other event's not even over. So we're not going to talk golf. But MMA is in a weird spot, but a fun spot. We got all these things going on, and who's mad about it? MMA is at a spot where it's opened up. It has opened up. I think the one thing Netflix did right is the stream was good. The stream was better than Paramount. Their beginning graphics were trash. Netflix beginning graphics were horrible. I'm AutoCAD certified, and I'm an AutoCAD engineer. I don't work anymore, but Netflix, if you need a guy to come upgrade these fucking graphics, give me a call because it wasn't good. You know what I mean? But look, we're going to be all right. Netflix is going to get it together. Other than that, the stream went beautifully. Other Netflix live streams have been horrible. So, but I'm proud of that. I'm happy for that. But tune into the channel, like, comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to keep this thing going. I want to know what you guys want to see. Do you guys like all the breakdowns? Do you guys like the golf shots? I'm also going to film a golf round on Sim and Go. And we're just going to keep the ball rolling. I'm just going to keep I'm boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? So boom, I really appreciate you guys. That's my reaction. I'm probably forgetting some fights, but also my girls are inside. I want to hang out with them a little bit. And I still got some content to film. So we're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna get after it. And I really appreciate everything you guys do for the channel. And tell me what you guys want to see. We had a fun and entertaining weekend, and we're gonna keep having fun weekends. So let's go. Have a good day.